If you're applying for hundreds of jobs but still getting zero calls, know that you're not alone. I was right in that place couple of months ago. I have good skill sets, decent amount of experience, but still no companies were reaching out, zero messages from recruiters. I started to feel demotivated even to apply for jobs. I felt it has to be one of these two reasons for it. Either my skill set is not good enough or my profile is not even reaching to the recruiters. I knew the first one was not correct because I could see the openings coming up exactly for the skill sets that I have. So it was definitely the second reason, which is my profile is not reaching to the recruiters, and that's what I wanted to fix. Hey everyone, this is Mauna. I'm a software engineer, and today I want to share my journey of how I started getting interview calls, things that I did to make this happen. So first things first, my favorite place to apply for jobs is LinkedIn. I feel that's where you get quality company calls who pay you well. And if you're in India, then Naukri as well, because there are some companies who only post in Naukri. Especially if you are a fresher or less than 4 years of experience, I would say Naukri is a good spot as well. But I usually just stick with these two, and I suggest you do the same. I feel rest everything is useless. So let's not waste time on too many portals. Now, my favorite strategy that I feel gave me the crazy amount of result is you need to update something on your profile every single day. I'm not saying make some drastic change the title or description. I'm just saying make some kind of update. Let it be just adding new skill or removing an existing skill or changing some wordings in your profile, because the way LinkedIn and Naukri's algorithm is set up is such a way that recruiters will see the most active profiles on top. They want someone who is aggressively applying for jobs and is willing to join immediately. And keeping yourself active on the portal makes you fall into that category. Even if you don't follow anything else from this video, just follow this one tip and I'm sure within a week you will get at least one recruiter reaching out to you. Trust me, you can write my name down because I truly believe this is what got me that first call. And remember, do this both in LinkedIn and Naukri. It just takes a minute or two, but totally worth your time. Next thing that blew my mind was one day I was just hanging out with a friend of mine who is an HR, and she was logging into her LinkedIn, and when I saw her LinkedIn, I could not believe my eyes because I had no idea about this. Did you guys know that recruiters have a different version of LinkedIn? I had no idea. So recruiters basically have this very nice way of filtering out candidates or looking for candidates based on their location, skill set, years of experience, exact title, and that's when it clicked me. We need to position ourselves in such a way that when they are looking for a particular person, we should be the one showing on at least top 10 of it. And we can do that by making some changes on how our keywords are set up. So how did I do this? I made these 3 strategical changes based on exactly what recruiters are looking for. First thing, I rewrote my headline. By headline, I mean the title that you see under your name. So here, the first thing you would write is the title of the job that you're looking for, not your current title. Let's say I'm working as a software engineer, but for my next role, I want a senior software engineering role. Then I'm gonna write senior software engineer over there because that's what recruiters are gonna search for. Next, I would give the location that I'm interested in. And if you're interested in remote roles, then LinkedIn has an option to enable remote only. But I would suggest initially just keep it flexible. Once you have some offers, then you can do these specific changes. Then I trimmed my about section to just have 3 to 4 lines, because once the recruiters clicks on your profile, they're gonna read that, but they're gonna spend maximum 5 to 6 seconds on it. So you don't want to write complete essay. You can write about things that you have done, what value you can bring in your next role, and what kind of role you're looking for. That's it. Just 3 to 4 lines. Third, where I want you to get into detail is in the description of your experience, if you've got experience. If you are a fresher, then description of the project. But this is where you want to get into details about the work that you have done, the value that you have given to the company, and the skill sets that you have used. In the experience, you would have an option to mention the skill sets, so make sure to use these keywords effectively because this will also match with what recruiters are looking for. With these, you are now speaking the same language as recruiters, so you will be getting seen. Now with these changes, I started getting reached out by recruiters for the roles that they have. but I also wanted to be reached out for the roles that I was interested in, for the companies that I applied for specifically. And for that, my biggest tip is you should apply for the most recently added jobs. This was a tip given by a friend who did the same. She noticed that she got much more calls for this, which makes sense because when recruiters post, they are very actively looking for applications in the first 2-3 days, and you can do this very easily. There's an option in LinkedIn, show jobs posted in last 24 hours only, and same is there in Naukri as well. So make sure to filter that. Hundreds of jobs get posted every day on these portals, and you definitely cannot apply for everything. So even if you apply for just 20 or 30 of those, just make sure it's the most recent posted ones, because they are the ones that have most probability of reaching out to candidates. Now, some people also told me to tailor my resume based on the job description, but that is so painful to do. I mean, applying for these many jobs itself is quite time consuming. Imagine changing resume for each one. I myself couldn't do it, but if you can, then good for you. I know that people are now using AI and applying for these jobs. I haven't tried this, but I did speak to a recruiter who told me about this, and they are actually fed up of this AI applications, because then they start getting thousands of those which are not very genuine, and it's just difficult for them also to filter out. And many companies are actually filtering out all the resumes and applications that looks like AI has filtered. But anyway, that's a completely different approach if you wanna take. I also turned on open to work on LinkedIn, visible only to recruiters, which is no harm doing it. In fact, they get to know that you are available immediately. And I got a lot of questions asking about notice period. So if your notice period is 3 months, please do not add that in your Naukri or LinkedIn, because no company wants to wait that long. Instead, just max put it as 30 days, and you can tell the recruiter that yes, my project is ending in 30 days, or I have already discussed with my manager, they are okay with leaving in 30 days. It's completely fine. The interview itself takes more than a month to complete, so I'm sure you'll be able to figure out something by then. And once they are invested in you, once they have interviewed you for multiple rounds and selected, I'm pretty sure they're not gonna reject you later if you say I need 1 more month before joining. Even if they do, it's a later problem to think. Do not put that on your profile. Now, another thing that I personally like to do is there are always these companies that I would be interested in interviewing for. So I would make a list of it, at least like 10 to 20 companies, and I would go to that company's profile on LinkedIn, and I would try to find if I know some connection who are already working in that company. If I do, then I'll just send them a quick message for a referral. And even if I don't, I'll look for some managers or engineers who are at my same level or a little more experienced person and ask them for referral. Reaching out to recruiters is one thing, but reaching out to these managers and engineers is a completely different story. Because from recruiters, you would still be going through an ATS and an initial scanning stage of the recruiter, and they get thousands of messages, so they don't even open all of it. But these managers and engineers are actually the one who have better say in the situation. So if their team is hiring, they can refer you and your profile would be there for interviewing. And I understand not everyone is gonna reply, but it's okay. Send it to 10 people. Even if one person replies, it's still a win. And the message that you're sending it to them, just keep it very short and clear, because I personally get a lot of such messages and I open only when it's short. When there's a big paragraph, it's intimidating to spend like 2-3 minutes reading it. So this is what I would say. Hi, I saw that your team or company is hiring for this role, and I might be a perfect fit for this because I have this skill set and would love to connect. That's it. Keep it simple and let's see if they reply. When you're sending the message to recruiter, it can be slightly longer, because in recruiter's message you want to introduce yourself a little bit, maybe mention details about your location, job that you're interested in, and also at the end just give the time you're available for a call, or give your phone number so that they can give you a call back, because you want to make recruiter's job as easy as possible so that they don't have to ask you multiple follow-up questions. Next, you want to keep yourself active on LinkedIn. Post about some topics that you are learning learning, reading, or implementing like others post, because that's when you are being shown as an active person on LinkedIn. This way your profile is active, but also when a recruiter goes through your profile, it looks like you're doing things in there and you're just a person who is very curious and open to opportunities. Because if they go and they see that your last activity was 2 years ago, they're gonna think that this person is not even active on LinkedIn, so they might not reach out to you. So these small changes made my profile visible to the recruiters, and if you follow at least some of this, I'm sure yours will too. Many people commented on my last video saying that, oh, you landed this role just by luck. But I would like to say that luck would only come to you when you open all the doors, right? You have to give your best and then leave it up to luck to decide things for you. You can only do things that are in your control. So instead of cribbing about, oh, I'm not lucky enough to get a new job, just try these small changes and see if it makes a difference. See if you get at least one recruiter call. Even that would be a win, okay? And I know resume is a big part of job application, but I think if I talk about resume, it's gonna be a pretty long video. So let me know if you would like me to do a follow-up video on that. I can show you guys my resume, the template that I use, which I've spent a lot of time figuring out the best way to showcase my skill set so that recruiters get the value out of it immediately when they see it. Because again, they are just gonna spend 5 to 6 seconds on your resume as well. Don't think that they're gonna read everything that you have written. So we have to make sure to grasp their attention in that 5 to 10 seconds. Within 10 to 12 days of making these changes, I started seeing so many calls and being reached out by recruiters. It blew my mind. It felt like I have unlocked some special skill set of job application. So just pick at least 2 or 3 of these tips and apply it, and I am 100% sure it's gonna work out for you. Just make sure to implement them and do it consistently. You can't do it today and then forget about it for 2 days and expect to get some result. Do it consistently at least for 10 days and then get back to me saying it worked or it didn't work. And for anything else, literally any question that you have related to career, job application, studies, life, movies, series, anything, just drop them down below and I'll reply to you. Mention your current role, what type of job that you're looking for next, the skill sets that you have, where are you applying for these jobs, and I'll tell you if there's any changes that you need to make in your approach. Because I know it's very frustrating when you're applying and you're not getting any responses. I also felt the same way, so I deeply understand. But if you fix these small things, your chances improve. And if you want to connect one-on-one with me to discuss your specific needs, then book a call with me. I'm gonna put a link in my description. My last video was all about the skill sets and the strategies that I used to make a job switch. So make sure to watch that if you're interested. I hope this video brought you some value. If it did, let me know by liking, subscribing, and sharing this video with anyone that you know is looking for a job. And more importantly, remember, you've got this. Until next time, bye-bye.